Welcome back to a special edition of Nutmeg Sports on the HAN Network. I'm Kate Chaplinsky, and I'm joined right now by Mike Benevento of the new Canaan Athletic Foundation. Mike, we're standing here in Dunning, and right behind us, that new turf field. Now, the foundation was a big part of that. Tell us about it.
Yeah, thanks, Kate. It was a big part of it. We started with a meeting that we had with Jay Egan really kind of the end of May, and we had been talking about athletic facilities for a long time. A group of 20 community-minded, all sports people came together, and Jay came to us and said, look, we've got an issue with Dunning Field. If we don't have it replaced this summer, we're going to have, to restrict play, not only for maybe some of the varsity athletes, but more importantly for us as a community organization, for the youth sports, for some of the, revenue-generating sources that use the field. So in a very short period of time, we came together, organized a board, put together private funds from the community, put the project out to RFP, hired a turf consultant, put shovels in the ground in what we've been told is an unprecedented amount of time. And I mean, thank goodness we got it done in a short period of time, and even a little, being able to host the first game, which when Trinity Catholic's field wasn't ready and ours got done, was an accomplishment. So really, not just myself, but the other 20 board members and the entire community really rallied around the support to put this great field together for what's turned out to be a great season.
Now, tell us who makes up the foundation. Community volunteers, basically, private citizens. Tell us about that.
So when we put together the foundation and the board of the foundation, the goal was to represent all sports and the entire community. So and the other aspect was we wanted to have a working board. This is not a board where people just kind of float in and give ideas and then float out. We have a marketing committee, a finance committee. We have a development committee, importantly, obviously, raising private funds throughout the community, public relations group, an alumni relations group. There's a lot of people that had great experiences here that no longer live in town, but still want to give back to the community. So really, it's been a working board. It's been everybody pulling oars in the same direction, and we can accomplish great things. This is really just the first project, and all the other things that we have planned going forward.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the future. What are some of the other projects that are in the works now?
So one of the beauties and the benefits of the campus is just that we have a campus here. So obviously Dunning Field is a showcase, but across the way we have the Water Tower Turf Field, which also needs to be replaced. We have the only independent track that stands away from a football field in the entire FCAC, which is a unique asset. It's an asset that needs to be rehabilitated, though, and so our plans are to totally rehab the track, expand it into 8 lanes, turf the inner circle of the field, put in grandstands so we could host an FCAC championship. And then the practice field that sits between Dunning and the Water Tower Turf is basically a field and a half, which we have plans to turf next summer. So a big construction project for phase 2. Which, if we have a public and private partnership, which we think we'll put together, can be really exciting. And the thing that is most important to me is this is, as I said before, about all sports and community. When you put together multiple fields like that, the varsity athletes get to use Dunning. It's the showcase field. This is more about, how can we get flexibility in more fields so our youth, our JV, our freshmen, our fields, our teams that don't often get to use Dunning Stadium have more flexibility with the different fields available to us.
Now, why do you think athletics is so important to the New Canaan community overall?
Well, it's one of those things. Listen, I played sports all the way through college. A lot of people that live in town are certainly athletically driven, but it's part of developing well-rounded individuals. And we have such a great school system. Part of the school system and a big part of creating those well-rounded individuals is the athletics component of it. And I've been working now for almost 25 years, and I can tell you that the best people that I work with are people that have been on teams, that have been part of athletics, and it ends up being an important part of somebody's lives. And so certainly you get a lot of those individuals here. And you want to create well-rounded individuals, and athletics can be a very important part of how you develop your academic, your academic life. Right.
And obviously, fundraising these projects are not cheap. I'm sure you guys need support. Tell us how people can help you.
So first of all, one of the things that I do want to thank actually the Darien community, because it was the Darien Athletic Foundation and all of the wonderful things that they got done down there, that inspired a lot of us to kind of upgrade our facilities. And things had been going along the way, but this is now the things that we learned about what they did professionally and in a real targeted way inspired us to deliver. So again, it's just reaching out to the entire community. Anybody, whether you have sports, students that play sports or not, this is a community project. The track ends up being a community project. All of these fields are things that are going to enhance our community, and at the end of the day, our property values and contribute to this great school system, which is how we can just completely upgrade our community. So we have a website. The New Canaan Athletic Foundation is newcanaanaf.com. And then obviously you can always get in touch with me. We're in sort of a private part of the campaign now. We will be coming more public, where you can go to those our Facebook page, our website, and hit the Donate Now button. And these projects are expensive, and there will be public contributions, but much of the upgrades are going to be privately funded.
Now, it's got to be a proud moment for you, Thanksgiving, that there's going to be thousands of people here, the field on display. How does that make you guys feel?
Listen, it makes us feel good. It makes us feel like we have a little bit of momentum. It makes us feel like we have a lot of more work to do. And I think that it's great to have this showcase. But I think what we're trying to do is just get people rallied for all the other great things that we can do around the campus.
All right. Well, Mike, thank you so much for talking to us. New Canaan Athletic Foundation, you guys have done an amazing job thus far. So appreciative of you coming by to chat.
Great. Thanks so much, Kate.